Hello everyone, dear students. In this lecture, I will be discussing elementary reaction, complex reaction, and derivation of zero order reaction. Elementary reaction. First one, these reactions are completed in one step. These are single step reactions. Second point, in an elementary reaction, stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants are equal to individual order and their sum is equal to total order. Dear students, now see what will happen. For a reaction, A plus B gives rise to C, and second reaction 2A plus B gives rise to C. So how can you write the rate equation? All of you know already we learned how to write the rate equation. So now look at, this is the rate equation for those two reactions which are given to you. R equal to K into A power M B power N. Okay, here M and N represent order of the reaction, order of the A and B respectively. M and N are experimental values, so here we cannot determine the order. Next one, dear students, be careful here. For an elementary reaction, in the above case, it was not mentioned. Here mentioned only for a reaction, but in the second case, clearly mentioned for an elementary reaction, A plus B, C, one reaction. So R equal to rate equal to K into A power 1 B power 1. Means for an elementary reaction, look at the second statement, stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants are equal to the individual order and their sum is equal to the total order. So an elementary reaction has been given to you. Here A, stoichiometric coefficient 1, B, here also 1 is present. So R equal to K into A power 1, B power 1. Look here, second reaction, 2A plus B gives rise to C. What is the coefficient here? 2. What about here coefficient? 1. So R equal to K A square B power 1. This is the rate equation. Okay, I hope that you have understood, students. Look at the question. For an elementary reaction, H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl. What about the order? This is the homework for you. Next question. For a reaction H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl. Rate equal to. That means how can you write the rate? These two questions are homework for you. Try to solve. All students solve करने का कोशिश कीजिए. Very very important. Practice is important in physical chemistry. So finally, for a reaction case, order cannot be determined. For an elementary reaction, order can be determined. Okay. Complex reactions. For the completion of these reactions, 2 or more steps are required. In earlier case, we have seen elementary reaction case. Elementary reactions are completed in a single step. For the completion of these reactions, complex reactions, 2 or more steps are required. In a complex reaction, each step is an elementary reaction because for some reactions H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O, formation of water. That reaction takes place in more than 2 steps. Many steps are there. So that is called complex reaction. So in a complex reaction, each step is an elementary reaction. Students, be careful, be attentive towards the points, because each and every point is very important. Next, third point. Relatively slowest step of the complex reactions is called rate determining step, RDS. Students, in a complex reaction, each step is called elementary. But out of all the steps, one step is compulsory, slowest step. That step only decides the rate of a particular reaction. That slowest step only decides the rate of a particular reaction. So that slowest step is called RDS, rate determining step. Next, in the rate equation, only reactants should be present. Products and intermediates should not be present. As you know, while we are writing the rate equation, generally we mention R equal to K into A power M, B power N, like that. Capital A and capital B represents reactants only. We don't mention products and intermediates in rate equation. This is the question for you. For a complex reaction, A2 plus B2 gives rise to 2AB. Following mechanism is given. Step 1, A2 reversible 2A. Step 2, A plus B2 giving rise AB plus B, slowest step. A plus B gives rise to AB. Calculate individual orders, total order and rate equation This is the hint for students. Slowest step. That means individual order, total order and rate equation. All three questions can be solved by using the slow step only. Okay. Dear students, now I am moving to explain integrated rate equations. We can integrate the differential rate equation to give a relation between directly measured experimental data, means concentration at different times, and rate constant. In integrated rate equations, first one, zero order reaction. For a zero order reaction, rate of reaction is directly proportional to 0 power of the concentration of the reactants. Look at the reaction. R gives rise to P, means R represents reactant, P represents products. It is a simple reaction. For above reaction, rate equal to minus dR by dt. It is represented with equation number 1. All of you know how to write average rate expression. Rate equal to K into R power 0. Equation 2 represent rate equation. Equation 1 represents how to write average rate expression. Equation 2 represents rate equation. So from 1 and 2, rate equal to minus dr by dt equal to K into 1. Why K into 1? Why K into 1? This R power 0, anything power 0, it gives 1. Just look at stepwise. Just we are crossing, multiplying dr equal to minus K into dt. Integrating on both sides. What we are doing now? dr equal to minus K into dt. I think most of the students you are not familiar with integration, but it is simple integration. It is a very simple mathematical operation. Here you will study in your mathematics. So now here integrating on both sides. So this is the formula for integration. Integral dx, don't look at all of you. Integral dx gives x and integral dt gives t. So by using those formulae, we are solving this expression now. So integrating on both sides, it gives integral dr, integral dx. So x is here, so you are getting x. Similarly, r is here, so you are getting r. Equal to minus k is the constant, minus k integral dt. So what is here? T is here. Integral dt equal to t plus I is there. This is called I is constant of integration. Next, at t equal to 0, the concentration of the reactant capital R equal to R naught equal to initial concentration of the reactant. Now again look, R naught equal to, students look this equation, this one. So when t equal to 0, minus k into 0 0. At the same time, when t equal to 0, this r equal to r naught. So r naught equal to minus k into 0 plus I. So minus k into 0, it becomes 0. Next step. So r naught equal to I, because minus k into 0 is 0. So finally r naught equal to I. Substitute equation 4 in equation 3 gives r equal to minus kt plus r naught. Comparing with y equal to mx plus c, then you will get a slope equal to minus k, intercept equal to r naught. So here, this is important equation, r equal to minus kt plus r naught. This is the equation 5. Just we are comparing this r is compared with y, here minus k and m, and r naught and c. So slope equal to minus k, intercept r naught. Students, many students, I hope that you couldn't understand the derivation, because in a single attempt it is very difficult to understand the derivation. But don't focus on the derivation, but look at the final equation. Equation number 5. R equal to minus kt plus r naught. That equation is very important to solve some problems regarding zero order reaction. So at least focus on final equation or a final result. Equation 5th one. At least focus on equation. This is student. This is important. So because you will get questions in competitive exams from the final result. This area and this one, y equal to mx plus c. Draw the graph. What about the slope? Minus k. What about the intercept? R naught. Which type of slope? Positive slope or negative slope? Many questions are there. We will solve some problems regarding zero order reaction in next class. Student, this is the graph. This graph represents zero order reaction. Concentration of R is taken on y-axis, time is taken on x-axis. What is the slope? This is the negative slope. What is the slope value? K equal to minus slope, or slope equal to minus K. Graph is important. Have a look on the graph. Next, from equation 5, just we are arranging the equation 5. So we are getting K equal to R naught. K equal to R naught minus R by T. K equal to A minus x bracket में by T equal to x by T. Student, these two formulas are very important to solve the problem. These two generally we use those two formulae for solving the questions regarding zero order reactions. So you should memorize the formula, then only you can solve the questions. Note, for solving numerical problems, A equal to R naught equal to initial concentration of the reactant. A equal to R naught. Students, in some textbooks or some guides, reference books, initial concentration of the reactant be taken by A and be represented with A. In some textbook, in some books, it is mentioned with R naught. So A is equal to the R naught. A minus x equal to the R. R naught represents initial concentration. R represents remaining concentration of the reactant after some consumption. So x equal to R naught minus R. Okay. Just you should remember, there is no alternate. Next, some data is here. Some enzyme catalyzed reactions and reactions which occur on metal surfaces. Examples for the zero order reaction. First example, decomposition of gaseous ammonia on a hot platinum surface is a zero order reaction. 2NH3 gives N2 plus 3H2. It is a zero order reaction. Rate equal to K into NH3 power 0. It is a zero order reaction, so that we are putting 0 on NH3. NH3 power 0 equal to 1, rate equal to K. When rate equal to K means when rate equal to rate constant, it is a zero order reaction. Example 2, thermal decomposition of HI on gold surface. All these are examples for zero order reaction. Okay. Thank you for watching my video.